You are watching Pace TV, your community TV station.
Yes.
Let me go back to Mr. Harriot and just ask him a little bit about the herbal development. You're developing actually a product. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
We are combining 3 of our products here. Noni, aloe vera and tuna. Each of those products by themselves are extremely high in antioxidant, and each of them has very, very high health benefits. The combined product that we have, well, it is scientifically blended, and we are in the process of going through the Bureau of Standards, and we are hoping to get to the Scientific Research Council. We know the composition of them individually, but when it is combined, we have to get the Scientific Research Council to give us the composition of the final product. But what this product, there are people who have been mixing these products for quite a long while and have been taking these products for a long while. And people have reported all different types of benefits that they have achieved from them. You have benefits that range from, well, this particular combination cleans your colon. Mm-hmm. It detoxifies your body. It stabilizes. People have reported that it has stabilized your blood pressure. It has also stabilized your blood sugar to some extent. It has also reduced some of the cholesterol levels. There is glucosamine that is
good
produced.
for the muscles.
Oh, yes.
Very good for the muscles. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, I had arthritis in all my fingers. Mm-hmm. I had it in my shoulder, I had it in my back, and I had pulled muscles.
Okay.
And after taking it for about 4 weeks, I noticed that the pain started to go.
Okay.
And I'm on this now for about 4 months, and I don't have any arthritis anymore.
Wow, that is fantastic.
There are people who have used it for ulcers, and the ulcer has disappeared. Mm-hmm. There are people who have used it for acne and bumps on the face, and it's also disappeared. And when taken before meals, it gives you a feeling of fullness. So you do not eat as much as you normally eat. So it also helps you in reducing your as a weight loss.
Can I interject?
Benefit.
Okay.
For me personally, I have lost quite a bit of weight. Not even trying with it, because it's what I start my mornings with. My hair has grown tremendously. It's been growing like a weed since my skin has been extremely clear. As you know, I'm studying, and I study quite a bit. I have a lot of reading to do. My mind is a lot clearer. I can retain a lot of the information because I have a lot of information that, I have to digest, retain, and I run every morning at very early in the morning at an ungodly hour, and I've been improving. Good. So for me personally, as a 40-year-old woman, it has had amazing benefits for me.
The thing about the natural stuff, it never tastes good. How do you deal with that? We always noni doesn't taste good. All the products that all the things that you mentioned. So what's your suggestion?
Okay, the noni, I don't think. Well, it depends on how you prepare it.
Okay.
Well, most of the
noni,
most of the noni that is sold in the bottles. Yes. Most people drain the noni, okay, and it gets a dark color.
Yes.
While it is draining, the noni is being fermented. And after it ferments, it converts into some form of alcohol. I don't know exactly what the name of the alcohol is, but I'll tell you about it. People claim that the side effects of noni is something that would probably cause you to have liver problems.
Okay.
Now, if it converts into alcohol and you drink it over a long period of time,
Okay.
it has the same effect
That's right.
as drinking normal alcohol, rum and all that sort of thing. If you drink it over large quantities over a long period of time, you end up with cirrhosis of the liver and things like that.
Okay.
Okay, to avoid this, when we reap the noni when it's white in color, and within 2 or 3 days it becomes gray, that's the time that it is ripe. We do not allow it to ferment. This is the point at which we juice it, and then we make the combination with the other things. So that debunks the theory that the noni by itself, because if you ate some sugar cane, it's not going to damage your liver. Probably cause you to have diabetes if you eat too much of it. But it will not damage. It will not damage your liver. So it's the same theory behind the thing. Is that it's not converted into alcohol. So it's hardly likely that it will damage your liver.
And I know aloe is not the most pleasant tasting thing.
Well, we do not use the skin of the aloe. The aloe gel, I mean, people are just scared of it, but aloe gel is something that some people just peel off the skin and they'll just put it in the ear and they'll eat it. Right?
Okay.
I know a gentleman here he's been drinking alcohol for the past 70-something years. He lives in Ballas Valley. But every day he eats a piece of aloe. So while the alcohol was destroying his liver, the aloe
Was healing.
was healing the
it.
liver.
So he's just normal again.
He's normal again, you know? So, but there are so many things that we have around us, natural cures. I mean, before all these pharmaceutical companies came about and so on, people lived for a long, long time. They didn't even know what they were doing. But they did use a lot of these alternative medicines. And today we can pinpoint, especially with the advent of the internet and online, where people can go and research all these alternate drugs, alternate medicines,
Naturopathic.
and naturopathic medicines and so on. You would see why a lot of these people live for the length of time that they live.
Okay.
Because one thing most of these things do is that they build up, they are high in antioxidants, and they build up your immune system, right? And it ward off a lot of disease that would normally destroy you without your immune system being properly built up.
1 second. Daddy, can you explain to everyone what an antioxidant is? Because it's a long word. A lot of people may not know, so just a layman's breakdown of what antioxidants.
Well, the antioxidant is really a type of plant that is high in a lot of vitamins and so on, and
for cleansing.
you have, and it builds up the immune system, and most of it detoxify your body.
Okay.
It's like when you eat a lot of vegetables and so on. No matter what you do, all these vegetables that are sprayed with all these poisons, they have toxins in them, and no matter how you wash them, they still have toxins.
Okay.
So what the antioxidant does, when it gets in your system, it detoxifies your body. Okay? And to some extent, it cleans your blood. I mean, I have people who, 1 or 2 people now who had psoriasis, which is something that is extremely difficult to cure. But they have seen tremendous amount of results over the past 3 months.
So the psoriasis is the blotching of the hand?
Blotching of the hand and
the sores.
And the sores and so on, which most people claim that they cannot be healed completely. Sometimes it goes away and then it comes back. But it all comes back because the toxins are there and they get back in the system. And when you get off these immunizing natural herbs and so on, then it comes back. But the people who take these natural things like soursop, soursop is extremely good as an antioxidant and so on. And there are people who drink soursop in the morning and at night.
Yes.
What it does, it calms you down, and to a large extent, a lot of people claim that they benefit from lower blood pressure and all that sort of thing from these things. A lot of these things are questionable because a lot of them have not been used by pharmaceutical companies because they can't isolate a lot of the things that they can patent. And because they can't patent them, most of the institutions will debunk the use of a lot of these things. The first thing they'll tell you, it's going to mash up your liver, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. But I've known several cases of people who get seriously sick and they can't get any relief from doctors and so on. And when they go home and they do their home remedies, they go back to the doctor. The doctor look at them and say, well, whatever you've been taking, you better continue to take it.
Yes.
Okay,
Of course.
okay.
Of course.
Well, we are going to wrap up now, but before we go, I just want to just tell us again, how long before this is going to be open to the public. And in the wrap-up, just to tell us a little bit of inspiration for the young people. I noticed you mentioned the 4-H club and how you got to this point.
Yeah, well, like I mentioned before, the 4-H club is a good way to start for young people. Boy Scouts and all that sort of thing is also a good way to start. Sporting activities is a good way to start for young people. Keep them active. Okay, our plan here really is to open this garden to the general Jamaican public, to school children, and to probably set up areas of plant propagation to teach these children how to propagate plants, where they can come on field trips and all that sort of thing. Even people from the College of Agriculture, Science and Education, they can come down, benefit from these things. And the garden is going to be opened as a tourist attraction. There are certain infrastructure that we have to put in here, which probably will be completed in the next 6 to 8 months. But without that, for the time being, we still welcome people that come along. But commercially, we won't go real commercial with the garden until about 6 months.
Okay. Well, it has been a great inspiration, and thank you so much, Suzette.
You're
and
welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Harriot, for joining us on Inspiration. Also, to just note that using plants is a good way for children to learn how to nurture and to love something other than themselves. So thank you for joining us for Inspiration. I'm Jerry King.
You are watching Pace TV, your community TV station.
Pace TV, setting the trend, staying ahead.
We provide PA systems for your meetings and events. Call us too for closed circuit television services. Pace Television. Video is our business. Call Pace TV at 401-3911. Email us at pacetelevision@yahoo.com. Pleasant viewing.